It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we've got the do-it-all back, Austin Eckler. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Chargers and the Chiefs under the lights on Thursday night.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we're on to week 2 of the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Walker his own target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's Kadarius Toney who catches things with a touchdown reception. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Chargers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And right now they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But they can get out of this with a split. Knowing they get those home games later in the season, it can be quite an advantage for them if they take care of business now.
This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll send Williams in motion right. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle with Eckler. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes up a gain of 8.
A
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Kid. Field for their second drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. And that's going to be a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his second touchdown here this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Booker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game two, so I would agree with you totally on that.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Herbert going right back to Beckham here, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down for Odell Beckham Jr. We can finally say it, partner. OBJ got his ring. Really fit in with the Rams once he got there and was invaluable in leading them to a Super Bowl victory. Suffered a knee injury in that game, but he's back and ready for an encore in 2022.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He finds his target, Allen. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Eckler, not bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And I think the Chiefs have it, they do. From a ball security standpoint, a bad start to the year. 2 fumbles in week 1, and now another one here in week 2.
And the problem with all of that is it starts to work on the mind of the guy carrying the football. When you've had those fumbles and you're trying so hard not to do it, it often leads you to doing exactly what you don't want to. He's got to just focus on his technique and make sure he takes care of the rock.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, nice move in midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the top.
Size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Mahomes going to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, you want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Mahomes now to throw. Touchdown! Joe Fortson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Herbert now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now, Charles, a look now at their class from this past draft, and certainly for them it began in the trenches. They brought in a guy who was a favorite prospect of many teams, and certainly they're hoping that he's going to have a big impact right away.
And going with a lineman isn't always the most exciting pick for a fan base, but we also know that this is the type of pick that solidifies that position and lets the team worry about patching holes in other areas and getting exciting with other players.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
They certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Eckler now between the tackles. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Herbert off of play action. He completes it to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Herbert. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Eckler looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. He tried to break that play, but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 32. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he will have the Chiefs' 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touch. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates points and a Travis Kelce touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chargers ready to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Second down, McKinnon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go draw play to McKinnon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamp.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Taken at the goal line. LA set to take over again on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Herbert throwing again. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Odell Beckham, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. 49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.